Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And New Year was New Year's.
New Year's.
I've not seen you for a while.
It's been a minute. The Gen Z say it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
But in the old school, it's been a long while.
It's been a long while.
Yeah.
How have you been? Bari ama tukamangi.
No, tole.
Hey.
Hey, toka nyakoli ya mangana ngaki ensere. Yes.
Ngaki ensere by the way.
Nse wane wada erenyi ebwana mangana manga. Depending ngai otenene koro.
Ense ya Kenya tukura chakira no tukura chakira ngatomna kono kuchi isiko.
Ense ya Kenya na ikiro bie kubuli.
Tura ya Kenya.
Yana kabera ali America kupima mangana Trump ntomo swete on 20th January. Ngacho janga ya Africa ne wada mangana koro kuna AUC. Ngaenda AUC. On the African Union Commission campaign and elections. Gotinda ikawono mangana bia Kenya. Ono Kenya kunya goetra ebisonso galiga mayoja Kenya baadaye.
Ono medo ko Kenya ntoko boli ora Nyamira because ono Kenya nyotura ika Kenya yotura ika Nyamira. Nyamira
tinda ika no. Badingo chane ngala.
Okay.
Yes.
So mo iko boko likebitabu nga yorwa because we've known you as a politician, not an author.
The politicians here
and an advocate.
Very multifaceted. I was 1990.
1990. I was around.
Where?
I
was the correspondent for Kenya Times and Standard from Nyamira and Kisii.
Oh.
1990. How many years are those?
I didn't know that.
And my basic training is journalism and mass communication.
Oh.
Yes.
Law?
Law, I wanted to become a lawyer when I was in Standard 7. It took me 28 years to become a lawyer. So they are interrelated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
have been doing articles at the university. I've done articles even the New York Times, the Times of India. Writing is something which has been inborn, and a hobby anyway. I have so many books in the offing. Go to catch up table. I'm doing now. But now I think after publishing the first book, now the science is going to miss it. Yeah, we're in the pipeline.
Bigo Canada international nini so say no legal mangananka na
societal issues. I do authoring books on community law, politics, history, culture.
Okay. So the other kia Donald J. Trump. Why Donald J. Trump must win 2024 against all odds? Again, the case of
August last year. I launched it in August last year.
Do I go coin and a babo coin the name Mokoka launch?
No, I launched the Papa, then I presented it to him.
Go present this Trump. And I can't make it. And I had communication with his team when I had written a draft. Okay.
But if that we care about no in presented. To almost wait on 20th. On before 2027,
okay. Before 2027.
Yeah.
So basically in Kyogo Kwanra, Secretary Kesomon de
it's why. I just speak why Donald Trump was to win as a must. Against all odds.
Odds in Chichiarango Kwani.
Didn't you see Kavere? The American judiciary, the former government, a system of lawfare. Lawfare is a weapon, the weaponization of the judiciary. Wako ande se chikapatia ujonsipi pali aliyo bucha boro baba soki. But when as a student of international politics babanyo letu wake. Wako kupaida ne timu ya babanyo letu wake. ikia mbalenge shwa kusinabo chikure kara chikure cha kulikanite all right iwa mbalenge shwa wana kaba muchagite na system ya America ye judiciary ere very elaborate okure magistrate court ye state kwa ende court ye state kwa ende court of appeal ye state kwa enda a Supreme Court ye state the Supreme Court of the United States of America. So as a lawyer and someone who understands the judicial system in America, I knew even if I come being we are almost 110 mbao wika como conflict wangu kwa jitalaika nera kama kutumia one a weapon yoko na siasa so wakanyoro ko kwa ndio wakora. Two, I went to the libraries in Kaligaria tenure ya 4 years as a president. Nkanyore binta akoleta wa America bionsipi the Biden administration ya mess up everything. Kumogati ngagia Trump jibe sonyo lenga 5 shillings ngagia Biden kwa 10. Mafuta gas onya lenga 5 shillings ika double, everything doubled. You know, the American economy collapsed. Are you seeing? So I retrieved his tenure. Basically, document ya korte. Then I looked at other aspects, like, you know, it's only 16 years since a black person governed the United States of America in the name of Barack Obama. The Americans are not ready to get black people to be presidents, more so a woman president.
Ngukwana rore kero gochaka somo chaka no begeta weke ugochaka gukwana Trump umunya biashara.
Yeah, a background ya Trump as a businessman. That approach a businessman it built him to understand loss and profit. So when he was president, he was looking at America a partnership
in company
in that loss and profit. American benefit, American fast. So agaswa ko kolibinto ete biko konyo mu America eye kamuendea to majority of the Americans, conservative Americans. By the Americans ya banga bali conservative n'abantu bebo ate mipangrio yabo bada saka bako into byabo no mechoko. So that background as a businessman catapulted him no jene konyo ko biashara bingo understand the psyche. But now, more importantly, I captured his tenure. A tenure 4 years contributed almost to almost 50%. So that's what I retrieved, synthesized, researched, captured.
So and Trump was support?
Yes. You know about Trump?
I'm not conservative.
No, I'm a liberal conservatist.
You write a secretary Kenya. Overall, Trump's portrayal in history reflects a complex legacy that evokes strong emotional reactions from both young and old. While some view him as a champion for conservative values and voice of disenfranchised, others see him as a divisive figure who undermined democratic norms and exhibited societal divisions. Describe
There are some propagandists, are divisive because he will try to embrace the Ku Klux Klan, the skinheads, by just socializing with all those groups. And his opponents are divisive because Mother Trump is not a politician. He's a businessman who doesn't miss his words. He doesn't sugarcoat his words. Groupings, you know, there are people like the African Americans and many, you know, immigrants.
Like no monto kubagana is a divisive person.
No, he's not.
You know, it's called the senator. Out America.
They got how many votes did he get?
But then it was almost.
No, I'm saying he won a landslide. Do you say a person who has won a landslide that is divisive? The answer is no. He got almost over 70% from African Americans. The only people I think who are democratically ignorant are our people, immigrants, who've been in America for long periods of time without kumanyiki busino mugusia tetanga ki umamenyo moko no yonga kisore. I spoke to many Kenyans on this book. They were telling me muntu they got about. But they are pious, based on ignorance, not facts and figures. One, they are illegal immigrants. I've stayed in Germany for almost 3 months. I've stayed in India for 7 years. I was to look for all ways to make my papers in order. I was a student leader, and I was telling students who were there that we must put your papers in order so that more was going to come outside Damachiko. Most people from Africa, why I say democratically ignorant. Also, according to the history of America, all the gains for freedom of voting, freedom, emancipation of slavery was not done by a democratic president. Also, according to the history, it was all the gains recorded by Republican presidents. If you go to the United States of America, Nyakundi, state, governed by Republicans, they are clean, they are affable. Against the democratic governed states, no drugs, no bucha, no rampant issues of things like abortion. So the problem, I interacted with several of my friends in the US. The bias, it is subjective. It is objective. In the mind, I think. Why can you stay in a country?
So, abantu batali support Trump, but wale kuegerera okobotoka kwa America maminchaili chiko. Because
he straight talks, and he says people must follow the fidelity of the law. A majority of those people are illegal immigrants. Na ba bangana ba konyo ba ko pious. Na ba ndebo no le cheat. But I sympathize with those who are illegally in the United States of America. But to that kind of, not have a subjective kind of notion. Trump, you can go dig deeper. Okong'O from all races. Yeah? In terms of Okong'O school fees, from all races. Some even were there in the campaign trade, and all those things. The problem Trump about the straight talks. He doesn't give a damn about any country. He wants every country, where one, like about Africa. When he was president, he spoke in Africa a shithole. That was a provocative kind of talk, so that mwere engereri ali sokoro kurukali omwete ntu agachairu kwanya omuchigeta omuntu bachaire wanu ngana nkikire scenario abangwana bamaye nkikire scenario abantu bataroliwe michari gweta bantu baende klasina bagota chance. So Trump is just wants to provoke every country in the world. We are calling to Yava. Trump doesn't get any interest about Kenya, Nicaragua, South Africa, Nicaragua. At the Muekonya in Novanya. That's why unlike the Democratic Party, Bagota Gocha pretend. They use the word democracy with a lot of pretensions. Na attended consequences. They speak about human rights, but you are about human rights with the conditions. Now Trump as a conservative, ango mu Africa lekalia. Trump the issues of the what he said that American policy, a policy. No, just is a policy. What about creation. How God created man and woman. Correct? Again, they want to go to Javanta. Nothing in that one ring and grow mine.
Ekero kwarakoli tabe kikiagerete. Okay, again, I'm going to watch Kura. 2-3 months earlier, Kingi akorete.
Magithabu na ligete mapema ngakalaunch 3 months to elections.
Okay.
Na gothe gathwa ja kabuna ngo amana na Nyasaye na ya mabere ngakitata muna Nyasaye.
Ngoboro.
Knowledge na wisdom. Vinto vindo ntigere na wango dina province. So, in fact, one time I was in Gonya Wagasabi and Angasadi Saga Mambia. I was drafting some other things. Then the title came. Ganyo title only get up. The title is so much can you bend down. A must win. So I can title you kind of dig about the American history. A must win against all odds. I didn't foresee him being shot. General Trump never attempted to shot cover. I didn't know that Trump never caught never drugged Baka abe a smug shot. Everyone could come this smug shot, no cross fingerprints, young criminal. Those are the odds I saw. But the Yana was coach motu. I was very confident. In my Sabijan. Allow for the Democratic Party, Bakakoleku, Babo Obama. Bakakoleku, which might put the Democratic Party out of power for another 15 years. Bakakoleku, Bakasumo Mugaka, or Biden, Naru Gambi. If I was the advisor, can't give Biden, I meant mismeet. Are you seeing? Abu Kabisa, so that almost what your Kamara, annual chance to repeal herself because she's very young. But you know, they call it coup. Biden, in one of the meetings with Trump, akabeke opia Trump, yeah, a symbolic. I mean, the Brawaka Roma, the Brawaka, and Kariga, you know, Motomo, or you go follow with the very king in Kamako and Rossi Trump.
Oh,
Akabeke Montoya, Karusha opia Trump. Never reluctantly, Baka key, no, Trumbo, I was to win. I was to win, but the time I could win, that the Ajako to this extent, like in the Democratic Party could have had an opportunity to build the candidate in the name of Kamala Harris. One you get there in the bush. It will take them Kodioga and Chama area. When you are a formidable candidate, now Trump or a very young person, and you see what he's going to do now. Disregarding all Walla issues. I became America first year. I got there. According to the drill, baby drill. I'm of Tachigas, by America, ya, Quanya, same Yakayonsipi. My day, what reserves. It's for 250 years. Reserves of gas, oil, all minerals, they never named things they could drill. So the effect will be, I'm of America, which I could drop heavily. Gas here drop heavily. I'm on top of it. Grabanto a very young or you could assume you're not a Grago Tamia.
No quantity or Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Commissioner want to get the Marangasakam, Echamaya Democratic Party, a campaign team ya Trump. Kikiriba called it extraordinary as a company. I was in a Kivana to go build up. No quantity go build it up because I'm a Kivia to Kurua, Asoko, what Trump. Kwanange na kwa dede go sini go kwa ye go gacha komali bagaga chakwirana go se hadi onya akore mirimo consecutively abuwe na ende abuwe re-election ango nta bout kiara chakorenta.
No, onya abuwe re-election 8 years would have been more better for the American people, and one it would have been easier for a vice president to take over, especially the other person you never veterinary or you mungwan or you come oppose I can go sign papers. And Trump might even be having a cholera. He even goes against advisors.
Oh,
Bakumokan to a cocora. I'll plant. There is a elite club, sorting I haven't told you, Mama and Tore, Okuan, Aragon, Okuan against Kiriobongo from White. But now what a mask get a take a room, I know. We got a crew of my no. No one can get a Kenya and Correa and Mong'Are, Muñoro, Muñoro, Manago, former deputy.
Muñoro.
I mean, to be out one of one, a group of embrace heavily. If elections were held tomorrow, two are big following, but the elections is Kenya. One a team we get but among those Clinton, like one Clinton, Agatua, one Trump, a big the skeletons from the wardrobe Hillary Clinton. Nanda bona akatoa machismo. Uno muswa unabuka chako she was like to pity him. Onye na ta jita ka but the Americans have not reached a stage like maybe Kenya. But I think na woman president. They are very conservative, more conservatives to the core. Just like Kenyans. Why conservatives to the core? Ba ukari no na bakungu abu wa mama wa swati wa mindu bata mukungu mbweka ine. Ajiko be yes kai. So those are the issues I documented.
Policies cha Trump. Wadere ngumusoma mo eno lenga kerensi yete nere yakorera bintu byaye. Enero mo talikorigera linse but ntomanyete emulemo wa America go bwate ase ensengima effect ya ase ensengima. Nchikonye the rest of the world.
Emerme bwate ngaki.
Role ya America ase a world.
Yes. Like now
the economy nere go determine kichisi chikogenda.
Now like
is it a good thing as a go to America first?
Yes. First, if he stabilizes America, he puts strict measures. Now the competitors in China, you know, a big competition. But the tariffs, to be America, we go to China, it become overtaxed. So I got the only China get to Korea, America, we can go a level playing ground. Why is he saying that? America has the problem human resource, the money power. All right, China in abundance. But I got a Kevin David. He looks at America as a businessman, a win-win. It's a serious businessman. How come we got that's why we want to withdraw all support.
As a healthcare, for example, or was it Kwanzaa World Health Organization?
HWO is talking about the bureaucratic bottlenecks. Even to be HWO, I mean WHO, America, the highest subscriber. In America, people are dying in America, children are dying in America. Why do you put money into other people, whereas your house is in shambles? So basically, he wants things to be done in order. But I want to get Israel. Israel are going to support. Now some other countries, I think, the same Turkey, for strategic importance. Trump had a wake-up call for countries also to wake up. According to one negotiate. We come up more deal more negotiate.
Gago a chinguru or Segago to make a satari.
A wake-up call. Mondo o tabores ore.
You see Mondo, the Senator, no Torina, Gabotambe, Nayo won't support you. Then all of a sudden, man, Bimo Bocatangino, on it, and go to a Rendo, which and the Kuato Mochoco, because I can go on thing again on Bea one sagarity. Ono jamami onyo yero ne morning. What on the more rende? Nine go to Guyana, go tira.
In provocation, go provoke or a key mundo, young getting a mugambi, young getting on Ben, a Kiagon Tega. Or now so queer. I'll go over and get him, we tell some of Gatan, originally jump, baby. I mean, that's the policy, foreign policy. Yeah.
SM policy and Chico Coin and say was a Chico Conuveka at risk mono because it is so drastic.
No, it's not drastic. The tenure of Donald Trump, 4 years, there was no war anywhere in the world. Are you aware? I can't get president. Go just say you don't speak. Just say you don't pay the you see, like in Afghanistan, Trump will withdraw soldiers. Akaranga jitari panichiria. Jitari panibi war or Chiria. There were almost over 4,000 American soldiers in Afghanistan. Agakro mungwano yeshimi. The settlers Air Force US wa aligiri pake sumuntu ya mieta. Akarangiri muntu ye meeting. Umuntu ya bwate translator. Akamodevia Omar. We want to withdraw our soldiers from Afghanistan with our conditions, smooth withdrawal. The translation. If you touch an air of an American soldier, I'll kill you. Translation. Tell him. olia kamote Trump akasokie satellite photos dia akasokie satellite photos akari umuntu iyo chikumroke boy Trump akasokie mukutano hiyo the withdraw Trump akolete kuru Afghanistan there is not even one soldier okwete Biden yo just the other day akasoa the withdrawals they lost 16 soldiers agatiga chibunduki 770,000 guns chindega chikatiga roro bagutama abandi bagakwa they armed those guys so Trump oje kana kuria kamunta akora kuna Kim Jong Un of North Korea bali kora mane mitandao bakora mane mitandao bandira kamunta akora kanetua kenge noli mo de ayo watu mutuke tole gusengaki but yo mwali that kind of a uses what I call cohesive persuasiveness au cohesive nando persuade
ako sukuma nando kawera
nando ako cohesive persuasiveness that's why one say Ukraine is going to end in a few days Ukraine war
okay again dongira ya chandra wa Kenya bangi sana ande wano again tabang to hangwa talikuwa wanchana na Trump mangana igoro ya immigration policy angwaro cho bando bangere kubwatu bando bangere kuba deported musaka yego kurwen kongo
bate wanjira nangaki bate wanjira nangaki
batali bade no agree ne
are they in a position of power to agree or disagree? You see, when you disagree with me, you must have a position where you can push me to negotiate. Trump, during his campaign, said that all students in America now at the universities, upon graduation, about green cards to stay in America. All those students who are in school, because he knows America about the problems, young people and workforce. Because that one came out of those statements. The people are saying that who do not disagree with him are people who have no basis. They have no negotiations ground. Mbabu at locals. Abantu abanagote mbali in America. I have relatives in America. I have sisters, I have nieces, I have nieces and nephews in America from my family. If they made any mistake to be in America illegally, that's their problem. If they are sent here, I couldn't bother. Why should I? Because I've told people that it's okay. What do you mean? Now let me tell you where this project after the 1991 bombing, the American government created the Homeland Security. I think because America is big, the Homeland Security has been narrowing. This is not the first time. What Trump is doing is that you are going to see mass deportations. All presidents, wakana Obama have been deporting people in piecemeal. So there's no difference. Out of 10, there's no much difference. But do you advocate, and all those other people advocate, to stay in a country illegally? Now, during the campaigns, because some of them were afraid Trump might win, when people were coming from Mexico border, abantu watch America galia. Abantu abaika galia, ekaba Florida, o Chamalia, no matter why okora. Chipenguin bako chinyoni bako nya chipenguin balia. Chinyoni jibakuwa balia.
So can the Korea that abantu bako business machine can carry.
Nkoli banga chinyoni pone ya excited as a politician na menta ga sukari na ko badize money says so that he can send the message. But nkoli banga chinyoni. Imagine you go ya jingo tara chinyoni abantu bako. Some of them raped. And you see the problem I have with Africans and these Kenyans who want to support this narrative, also could the immigrants by and during the Biden regime about illegal immigrants, over 3 million. Out of that 3 million, not even 500 Kenyans, illegal immigrants. Not even 500 in the last 4 years. The people who are going to serve, those people have been in America for 30 years, 12 years, 10 years, nini, blah, blah, blah. And they mature to one abantu, they are one. era asa mate ngikala ko menta atena banta balule, you know, they have come from political asylums, they are mad. But you see nandi banta bakaja abantu bako Mexico, there is a
target ya Mexico.
No, all illegal immigrants, whereby out of 10 you will find maybe 5 Africans, all right, 1 Kenyan and others. Illegal abantu bako Mexico, but bako human trafficking. People pay a lot of money to those cartels. $50,000 kwa tomo muntu. Abantu leki muntu border. Oyo akandi. Egento bako ba muri passport kwa mwike border. Ba mu bitemi yumo omagoro. Ba mu to America. Because of human rights laws in America, akaba America banyoro muntu completely in America, so American soil muntu mnyo kunia ambulance oyo kunyakatali. Muntu ba tsakala no mad once. Ora to ba treated. Akaba be treated. Shelter. So the targeted group, up to 97-98% of the targets are not even Africans. Are Venezuelans, Mexicans, and all those people. But those chaotic drug traffickers who drive, the world, they are dealing cocaine and heroin. The Kenyan say stray. Those stray bullets is about Kenya because they are not as many as, especially Africans, but stray. But they are maybe Nigeria. Now, my science, human trafficking. There's no human trafficking from Kenya.
Okay.
It's one of the Kenyans go there. To Changara was going to vehicle about all the problems because Miaka for the last, I think, 25 years, 30 years, you can go for about that. You can enter Ochangere Kurugaiga, Oikari College, Wakani Mako Majiba, Changara Kuraiga, Oikaria, Osinogoraki, Osin will sustain. Mondo, he drops out of school. I got dropped out of school because the work is available on your colleagues, Weber, colleagues. So those are people who are going to be serve as stray poets.
No kwa comparison ese kitabu ikigoro ya Republicans na Democrats na policies chabo moya baneliwa kwa baneta se kitabu ikigoro ya bantu nga LGBTQ ento Trump akolete gente ketangani kera so etovisi ekene igoro ya ba Democrats na asa historia ya beruete. Then you quote the Bible gabo wakwanera mangana igo chabo kwa manyetenga ngochale go chenchia again take go say it was just a
prediction. I knew his stand. He stands for Christianity. He believes one God, and he believes as per creation. You see, this thing so koraga ikano neka oru ange president nkwa Obama go jaga oru akomokan direct the State House. I don't think I understand what you are talking about. I only deal with issues I understand. Now, President William Ruto, now William Ruto go to a standing ovations all over. It pricked these superpowers. William Ruto and European Union. Standing ovation. That's a danger to him.
Oh.
Or in the South Africa, Pan-African Parliament, or standing ovation. That's a bad sign to the so-called superpowers.
You're not going to create in France. Believe
in geopolitics, these are power. One of the interview ko promote interview aga pakasaini biteta kare go kumeta bua etu ga chwa ga akaomba ombi kabana ni komito patibone kanyo that the things have changed. He stood what I expect every African to stand for, that these defective or whatever it's called, human defects and hormonal imbalances should not be registered, should not be legalized. Those are things. Not that they claim that they have rights of supersede creation. I think Because we can accept that the perversion is might be health issue, hormonal imbalances. Ever at that stage, if you saw, did you see what happened at the Olympics? Opening ceremony Olympics.
Yes.
So I mean, they will be in America. They believe in God and they believe in creation.
Ense itongo teberenga to gondiskiru elichi kongo teberenga to kunyara kongonereria as age, sex, race or anything.
Take onereria. I mean, I can continue about that thing. People can understand that you are sick. If you are sick, you need to be treated. So those perversions, which are biological perversions, they are sick. Those are perversions. Hormonal imbalances and all those things. Those are perversions. Those are people need to be cured, to be treated within the law, to be catered for. I mean, what called reforms. Understand what's going on.
Oh,
yeah.
So as a policyist, Chair Trump, is it saying asaya konyora support yaye? Kose konyoro kurembe ni Mong'Are. Lazima wagiri ne bintu biri akora. Na yekobeka ensebuna Kenya.
You negotiate.
Because you realize into according to president Itonja agenda America just before last year. Kaiwa reception yengi sana. Ono kwa Trump kwa tegense ito.
You see, the lucky part about Kenya is to make it geography. This is a to make it. I think there is no superpower in America about what for reciprocation, na mutual assistance. Is to make it. Is this? I don't know what could even to be our enemies. Our enemies. Not in South Africa, not even in Egypt. So Trump, we catch a guy. We cut even that I can't arrest you Kenya to stay without Kenya. We can negotiate that level.
So to safe to.
Yeah, we are safe. There's no country in America, especially there's no president in the United States or negotiate with Kenya on some other issues, military safeguards interest chabo. But you see, he's not going to bother about Kenya. On Kenya, they were Konya. But on their interest, and negotiate. He's going to send an ambassador in the next few days. A new ambassador is going to come. Or agent policy. A president is going to show credentials the president. They will say, and Kenya and America, we have had relations which surpasses over 60 years. Yeah. Like now, the policies of a president. Onkonyo anko andai bonere as soon as you get that, you might attack it. The miracle you will follow that.
In a case of one, so get into some megatav. You don't have Trump. To Querana, how and why Raila Odinga can win AUC chairmanship against hurdles? Hurdles, Kijiro.
Adults.
You seem to be unsure, say, literature.
What do you mean unsure?
Or the how and why can how and why
I was sure
Raila Odinga will win the AUC championship.
This one I was 100%. This one I was over 50. I end over 50%. I'm talking how. I'm giving the government of Kenya a roadmap. How? What to follow to make him win.
Ngoja tukwenda kitabu kia Raila Odinga na Senator Mong'Are Okong'o.